Hi everyone. The x-coordinate of the minimum point of the quadratic function is x equals 1.25. Find the value of k, calculate the y-coordinate at this minimum, and then we're going to sketch the graph from for the domain -1 to 3. So for the first part, we want to find the value of k. And you can either set it as for the minimum for k, you can set it up as negative b over 2a equals k, like that. Or you could, well, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do, just take the derivative of this. And if you do the derivative of this, f prime of x, that gives you 4x plus k equals 0. And then solving for k, we're going to plug in our x here. So f prime of 1.25 equals 4 times 1.25 plus k, which equals 0. So this equals 5. So 5 plus k equals 0. Therefore, k equals -5. All right. Now that you have that, we're going to also find your y. So we're just going to have our k, and let's plug this in. So we really have y equals 2x squared minus 5x plus 4. And we want to find the y value. So plug this in. So you get 2 times 1.25 minus 5 times 1.25 plus 4. And that's going to give you a 0.875. All right. And then what do we have to do? B, we have to sketch a graph. And let's see how IB wants it. You need to know your y-intercept is when x is 0. So when x is 0, y, let's just do it here. When x is 0, and this was -5, right, x. So y is 4. Because when you plug in the 0, everything comes out. So let's put that there. We had a minimum point at 1.25. So let's make this 1, 2. And what was it here? It was a little less than 1. So right about here. So when you graph it, you're going to just go through this point here and come back. This is a minimum. And we went over 1.25. So we want to add 1.25. So that would be about here. And you're just sketching it. And it should go back up. So something like that. If you want to put arrows, you can. Now we want -1. So I'm looking at -1. And let's be a little clear on -1. So we have f of -1 equals 2 times -1 squared. And this was 5, right? Minus 5x plus 4. And I just want to make sure that it was -5. Yeah. All right. So x is -1. So let's see what we get here. -1 squared is 1. So you get 2 plus 5 plus 4. That's 11. So at -1, we should be really close to this 12. And we really want to stop, so I don't want to draw arrows here. So at -1, we're going up to 11. So it stops up right about here. Now let's plug in 3. I shouldn't have put arrows, so let's plug in 3. F of 3 equals 2 times 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 4. So this is going to be 9 times 2 is 18 minus 15 plus 4. So this is going to be 3 plus 4 is 7. So when x was 3, y was 7. So let's draw this a little better. When x is 3, this is your 3, we're going to go a little higher than that 6. So there's your little sketch right there. I'll do it in green. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.